We are going to see the enemies as far as your IT career visibility is concerned. So these are the mindset games which you need to overcome in order to increase your visibility. Please watch this video till end, because at the end I'm going to give you very good exercise to complete. Let's see what all those enemies. The first enemy is self-doubt, and let's see the reasons for the self-doubt. The first one is lack of self-belief, and your self-belief is developed from your past experiences, failure, your environment, in which environment you are associated, and lack of motivation is one of the reasons that causes you lack of self-belief. And the second reason for the self-doubt is low self-confidence, and that results from lack of preparation. Most of the time, suppose you want to give any speech, you will not be well prepared, then that results into lack of self-confidence. Then lack of learning is another reason that results into your self-confidence. Fear of new environment. Suppose you switch your job from one company to another company, and when you land into that new environment, that causes fear. And the last one is lack of communication skill. Suppose you are failing to express yourself as part of your communication skill, that also results into low self-confidence. And the last one is self-limiting thought process. When I say self-limiting thought process, means lack of self-awareness. You are not aware about your positives and negatives, the trends which are associated with your nature. Then lack of guidance, that is one of the biggest reason. That's where we feel self-limiting. Then false perception and wrong assumption. These are the major reason that results into your self-limiting thought process. In order to create your visibility, because there are certain things which we need to perform, and these things you need to overcome in order to achieve your visibility. Now moving on to the next point, which is procrastination. Procrastination means you want to do something, but you keep on delaying that task. So that is not exactly laziness, because you want to do it, but somehow you keep on delaying that task. So it could be one of the reason as part of the laziness, but not exactly laziness. Then lack of time management. So you want to do it, but sometimes you lack the time or willingness to perform it. So that results into your procrastination. Then striving for the perfection is another reason for your procrastination. Now coming to the third point, which is your enemy, is overthinking, biggest enemy, specifically in case of ladies, because they will keep on thinking about lots of things, and thinking doesn't help you at all. It is over analysis you keep on doing. So that is paralysis of analysis, and overthinking results into lack of action. That is the biggest disadvantage of overthinking. It is a wastage of human energy, because thinking won't produce you the kind of results which you are willing to have as part of your career. So avoid this overthinking and believe more on taking massive actions. The fear of failure is biggest reason. That's where many people lack the necessary career growth. And what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. So there is no fear in reality. It is self-generated entity, if you see from mentality point of view. So another fear people carry most of the time, being judged by the people, and that's where they hold themselves back. Always remember, fear is the first step towards the success. First activity when you face the fear is your anxiety. If you recognize your anxiety and you accept it, probably you can overcome lots of challenges as part of your fear. So that was your fourth enemy. Comparison is another most of the people follow in their career. When I say comparison, means most of the time people do the comparison with other people, means that person is getting better salary, he's getting promotion and not me. These comparison are of no use. If you want to do any comparison, then you have to do that comparison with yourself. Are you really better than you were yesterday? Are you really performing better than what you were in the last year? So that comparison holds more significance than doing that comparison with anyone else. That is your fifth enemy. Now coming to the next enemy, which I like very much, that is perfection. Many people, mainly the people those who are intellectually very well, they have this disease, that is perfection. So perfection is a disease in a sense that people will hold on, and they will keep on feeling that no, there is some room for improvement into that particular piece of code. There is still room for doing that better testing. So believe me, there will be no end to these activities. You will always feel that something is lacking and it is not perfect. So it is a big disease. Always remember, you don't need to go for the perfection. You have to keep on doing that thing again and again, and over the period of time you will achieve the excellence in it. Whatever things you have developed, just feel confident about it, release it, and keep on working, so that you will keep on fixing rest of the things. Never go for the perfection. Always prefer excellence over perfection. Coming to the next enemy, which is your comfort zone. So once you complete your 2 years, 5 years of career, you start feeling comfortable in what you are doing or in particular organization. Your comfort zone is biggest enemy. What is comfort zone here? You feel secure and you avoid instability. Because of this security factor, you limit your growth, and it also reduces your adaptability. These are the reason, that's where you see the comfort level, and it is one of the biggest enemy in order to have proper visibility as part of your career. Now coming to the next enemy, that is time wastage. So nowadays everybody has access to the social media, and we spend most of our time on that YouTube channel, swapping one after another reel. So always remember, you don't need to be a consumer of social media. Instead of that, you need to be a producer of social media. You need to produce content on the social media rather than consuming those content, right? Sharing is one of the best quality which gives you better visibility. Instead of wasting your time and energy on social media, better use that time and energy in producing the content on social media. Then another reason for time wastage is lack of planning and lack of goals. So when you don't have any goal, then you will keep on doing that time wasting activities. That is another biggest enemy as part of your career visibility and career itself. So next enemy is your worry and stress. What I have seen, people worry about their work. They take lots of stress if their code is not working and if there is release. So that won't help actually, right? What are the reasons of your worry and stress, right? So anxious, uneasy, and concerned feeling about actual or potential problem or threat that results you into worry and stress. Repetitive thought process of same negative feeling that also results into your worry and stress. During this time, what you need to do, you have to keep on saying that this time will pass on. This is actually solution to your worry and stress. Suppose you are not able to get rid of your worry and stress, just you need to say yourself in the worst case that this time will pass on, right? Attachment with the past and future state of being negatively impacted. So when you are in worry, so ultimately you will keep yourself in the past and future, and definitely that worry and stress won't help you from any angle. Never go into that worry and stress. Instead of think what could be done in that particular situation. Now moving on to the next enemy is your anger. Anger is one of the biggest enemy of your career and visibility. So what happens many time, even if there is a small issue and if it is triggering your pain area, then that results into the anger. What is anger actually? Anger is your extreme emotional reaction. Okay, it is triggering of the pain bodies. When somebody says something to you, actually that results into activation of your pain body, and ultimately it is an emotional outburst of that results in the form of anger. Then during anger, what happens actually? You lose your self-control, and when you lose your self-control in that state, you keep on saying a number of wrong things. So again, this is the big practice you need to follow. When you are angry, at that point in time, you have to say yourself that please be calm and don't say unnecessary words. That is one of the solution I am giving you as part of your anger management. But again, anger is your biggest enemy, biggest hurdle in your peaceful progress. Always remember, if you fail to manage your anger, then you will not progress in your life and so in your career. Now coming to the next enemy is about excuses. So there is a huge list of excuses. Excuses means what? You are avoiding responsibility, right? My manager is not good. I can't learn new technology. My family does not support me. I don't have time. I'm too old to start. My team members are not supportive. Youngsters are fast learner. Company culture is not good. I can't understand domain. I didn't get the KT. Why should I do this? It is their job. So these are all excuses and the reasons we give in order to avoid our responsibility. An excuse is a reason which you give in order to explain why something has been done or has not been done, or in order to avoid doing something. So just avoiding your responsibility, in short. Excuses may provide temporary relief. They can have long-term negative consequences on persons personal and professional life. So what reasons are there for the excuses? So the first reason is that it is a lack of responsibility. You just want to avoid that responsibility. You don't want to take the ownership what is happening with you. So that is one of the reason for the excuses. Not taking control of the activity. You are not in a position to take the control of that activity, and you start giving lots of excuses. Lack of confidence. It is again one of the reasons where you start giving excuses. Procrastination, and last one is no willingness to achieve desired results. So when you don't want to produce the expected results, that time also you try to avoid taking responsibility and you come up with more number of excuses. So these are the enemies as far as your IT career is concerned, and I'll tell you also how it is associated with your visibility. And right now I'm going to give you one exercise. So before moving to next video, please complete that exercise. There is a template attached, so please download that template. And what you need to do, you need to take the piece of paper and write your self-limiting thought process. So it could be related with your fear, past limiting experiences, anxiety, resentment, whatever it is, right? So write down all your limiting thought process and be ready with your mobile camera to record video. So after writing all your limiting thought process, whatever restricted you till now, what you need to do, you need to take that paper, okay? You need to burn it and throw it in the toilet flush. And while doing this activity, you need to record your video, and you can post that video with hashtag IT career achievers on social media. Means it could be your LinkedIn profile or Facebook profile. So again, the purpose is that when you declare these things to the world, it has different impact. So if you are not comfortable in recording video, then at least take that one image and declare to the world that you have burned your old version which was limiting you, right? So what is the purpose of this activity? Is to empower you and help you to break free from your self-limiting belief. And with this action, you will be closer to achieving your career goals. Believe me, when you will burn and throw it into the flush, you will have different kind of emotional feeling. So go through that feeling and just type committed in the chat window right now if you are committed to perform this activity. Okay, see you in the next video.